Hey, this is Show and Tell. On this channel, I show and tell some of my favorite finds as a dad, reseller, homeowner, tech worker, and more. This week, I'm going to focus on one of my most used pieces of equipment out there. It's whether it's cleaning old diaper pails or hosing down a new piece of equipment or cleaning our house, and that is a pressure washer. So this pressure washer here is the Ryobi 1800 PSI, pounds per square inch, 1.2 GPM, gallons per minute, premium electric pressure washer. It's about as cheap as you can get, $99 pressure washer sold at Home Depot. This version here is older. It's a couple years old, but they make a similar version out there right now. And this, in a nutshell, can do more than a basic garden hose can do. Not 20 times more, not 50 times more, probably about 2 to 3 times as much as a regular garden hose can do. And that is enough for the vast majority of use cases that I have, and likely that you have if you're not a professional, power washer or run a professional cleaning company. So this is an electric version. There's no gas. The way it works is you plug it in. There's a 50-foot long power cord, and that runs from the back of the machine right back there. You plug it into a standard outlet. Then you take a standard 3/4 inch garden hose, and it threads onto the back of the machine here. You run the supplied pressurized hose. It's just a smaller diameter hose all the way up to the wand. And then you can add in your extra nozzle. And this nozzle plugs into the hose like I showed you there. It disconnects and reconnects by twisting. And mine's a little bit stuck. It's been in there for so long. And then it uses a fine point nozzle that connects to the quick connect tip up here. Once it's all connected, you turn on the water and you hit the power button. Whoops. You hit the power button and the machine starts. And it uses a motor to pressurize the water and to get it out of this machine much faster than what your standard garden hose can do. And that is what allows you to clean off stuff that you just normally couldn't clean off with a garden hose. So if you are like me, then here is what I think you need. You don't need the most powerful pressure washer in the world. You don't need the most expensive pressure washer in the world. And in fact, both of those I would stay away from because they're going to be too powerful for what you probably want to be doing with that pressure washer. And it's too powerful for what I want to be doing with that pressure washer. And that's cleaning without damaging. The benefit of an 1800 PSI electric power washer is that it's strong enough to get stuff off that your regular hose can't get off, but it's not strong enough, if set up properly, to destroy a lot of stuff. It can still, trust me, it's plenty powerful to break delicate things, but as far as washing my home goes, it will not strip paint off unless I use the most pressurized nozzle. It will not damage wood unless I use the most pressurized nozzle. And let me show you which nozzles I'm talking about here in a second. But it will not rip through fabrics. It will not, change the coat of plastics. It will not strip off the reflective shine of plastics and such. So it's a good level for what I need as a primarily focusing as a homeowner, as a dad, and as a reseller. And it's not more than what I need. And if I need something more than this, it's rare. And I probably would be better off working with a professional then at that point that can, make some recommendations as to what that level of water pressure is going to do. So here are some nozzles that come standard with a machine like this. Now these ones, I've since lost my nozzles that originally came on this machine, but they come in angles. So these ones in particular, I have a 0 degree angle, and that's right here, a 15 degrees, 25 degree, there's a 40 degree. The smaller the angle, so the closer you are to 0, the finer the spray of water will be, and the more powerful it is going to be because it's not dispersed over area. 0 degree is capable of legitimately stripping paint off of my home if I am not careful. If I brush over the house for more than about a second or two, it can easily strip off paint. I have vinyl on my house. It doesn't damage the vinyl, but it would damage my fence, my wood fence. And I did damage my fence when I first got this because I didn't think how powerful this could be. And the closer you get to, let's say 40, which is my widest opening, the more dispersed that water is over greater surface area, and it is able to clean at a safer level where the water pressure is not so centralized. So what you do is, like I said earlier, you take your nozzle and you put them into the quick release collar here. You pull down and then they lock in, and now this is secure. And then to change it, same thing, you pull down and you pull that out. So today I want to show you why this pressure washer is so beneficial. I'm going to do a demonstration of cleaning with my regular hose and then cleaning with my pressure washer. Okay, first is going to be with the hose, and let me show you how well it cleans with the jet setting. And this is a Harbor Freight nozzle. Okay, I'm not going to do the whole thing right now, but as you can see, it did a good job, but it's not getting the really caked on stuff. It's still dirty. They got the thick dirt off of it, but not the heavy duty grime that's been stuck on there for weeks now. And now for the pressure washer. I mean, you can already see how it just cut through that grime like nothing, and my normal hose cannot do that. And it's a great benefit of having one as a dad, because there's always dirty toys out there. So as shown, the pressure washer is plenty strong to cut through grime on a child's play table and get the dirt off that my regular garden hose could not get off. This is not strong enough, however, to damage the table and permanently remove the coating. So let me show you. So it's the next day, and yesterday I started power washing this. It rained me out, so I did not get this middle part here. And I showed you, I showed you the other side. As you can see in the middle part here, there's still plenty of dirt and grime on there. This side here was power washed, and it looks like it's new. It's rained still. There's still dirt on it. I need to power wash the whole thing again and cover everything, but it's powerful enough that it got the dirt off. It didn't break the plastic. There's no damage to this to this table. The coating's still there. It's shiny. It doesn't look any different, other than clean. So ultimately, this machine here is an excellent tool for the average homeowner, dad, reseller, person that's not a professional, because it does more, and it can really deep clean and get gunk off of stuff that a regular hose can't, and it does so much faster. I mean, the other way I could have cleaned, this table to look like, this part here is by taking a brush and scrubbing it for a while. And, that's a pain. I got to find the brush. I got to clean the brush from the last time I used it. And then I got to, get in all the crevices and scrub with all my might just to get some of that dirt and gunk off. And it still doesn't always come off. This really just quickly strips it away. So here's my recommendation. You don't need this pressure washer in particular. I don't even know if you can buy this one anymore unless you buy it on Facebook Marketplace used. My recommendation is if you're not a professional, get a pressure washer that's preferably electric, because you don't have to worry about all the mechanical pieces of a motorized gas machine that needs oil, and you have to maintain it like an engine. You have to check belts, you have to fuel it. This just plugs in, to your standard outlet, and you as long as you have a hose and a garden, and a faucet in your garden or outside, you can use this machine. It's not too strong that it will damage equipment if you use the right nozzle. And I wanted to show you also, if you use the wrong nozzle, it can damage the equipment. So I used this zero nozzle down there on my fence a few months ago, thinking I didn't even tend to use the zero nozzle, and I sprayed down there, and it did this down and damaged into the fence too. So it's really powerful. It can cut into soft wood really easily, and that's not necessarily what you want, especially when you're trying to clean your fence. I didn't want to damage my fence. And then I stopped and I took the nozzle off and used a less angled approach. And, my fence is old, but it's not damaged on this other parts here. It is damaged down there where I started it. I wish I would have started it in a different spot, more inconspicuous, but the rest I used probably the 40-degree angle, and it was fine because there was a lot of gunk on there and algae growing. So thanks for watching. If you find this content useful or helpful, please like and subscribe. I like to show and tell my favorite finds. So have a great week, and see you in the next one.